If you are trying to get better at Street Fighter 6, you need to learn to lock in. And if you do, you will rank up. In this video, I will give you 3 tips on how to lock in. The first tip will be how to lock in before a match starts. The second tip will be how to lock in during a match. The third tip will be how to lock in after a match has ended. But before we get to those tips, I will show you a match where I go against a Honda player that does not lock in. In the following match, I do beat this Honda player so badly that he actually mentally breaks, and you can actually see it happen. The Honda player obviously doesn't really know what to do. He's sort of playing random, and that's his game plan. Once that game plan doesn't work, he breaks and buckles under the pressure. Honda hits me with a headbutt, and he hopes to catch me off guard with the second headbutt. He forgets to pay attention to his meter, and he burns himself out, giving me a clear advantage. I follow up with a shimmy, jumps, and I anti-air him. I shimmy him again, he jumps straight up, so I do a mid-screen shimmy, and then he jumps really right into me, and I anti-air him. Now this is where, as a player, you need to realize that he's mentally broken, he has no game plan, and as you can see, round 2 occurs and all he can do is jump into me over and over and over again. Because at this point, he's given up, he is no longer using his brain, and he's just walking into me, hoping anything works, hoping I don't anti-air so that he can get some free damage in. Unfortunately, that's not me. I'm not that guy. So how do you lock in when playing Street Fighter 6? Tip number 1, as soon as you find out who your opponent is, you need to already be thinking about what your game plan is. For me, I knew I wanted to shut down Headbutt and Sumo Splash, so I was mindful about looking for those opportunities. Those opportunities did present themselves, so I was ready. Tip number 2 is during a match, you should be thinking, okay, what does my opponent like to do, and what can I do against that? You would be surprised how quickly most players reveal their game plan. If you play a little bit more patiently, you will find that people will expose their bad habits. Many players expose their own weaknesses right away. In my match against Honda, it was pretty clear that he was playing random. So in response to that play style, I decided to play as slow as possible in order to allow the Honda to make mistakes. And when a mistake happened, I would be ready to capitalize on that. A ton of Street Fighter 6 is about reducing your mistakes and punishing your opponent's mistakes. As a matter of fact, that's pretty much how you play Street Fighter. You minimize your mistakes, you maximize punishes for your opponent's mistakes. Tip number 3, after a loss, watch the replay. You should do this after every loss if you're a new player. As you gain more experience, that's a little less necessary. It's really important when you're a brand new player, less important when you get better and better at the game. But I do recommend watching your replays and figuring out how you lost, figuring out how to do a more optimal combo, or how to make sure you prevent your opponent from getting the setup that they want. Most of the time, you just want to find out what you did wrong, and you want to use the replay takeover function to fix and correct those mistakes. And practice it like 3 times in a row, then end the replay and go play more matches. Really, you're just trying to find one thing you did wrong, and you fix it. And over time, you'll start seeing that you do less and less mistakes. And if you are doing less mistakes, you will get to master rank. I guarantee it. Getting to master rank is more about reducing your mistakes than doing amazing combos or, having great Oki. Really, it's all about reducing your mistakes, correcting, learning, all of that good stuff. Just make sure you are playing to learn and improve, not just trying to win. Recently, I have been making a lot of content in hopes to help gamers get better at Street Fighter 6 so that they can rank up and maybe even just enjoy the game a little bit more. So if that sounds interesting to you, please give my stuff a chance and see if you vibe with it. And if you don't, I understand. Please subscribe.